Today we're going to be taking a look at Iune. This is a character I'm really on the fence about because I feel like she really needs a buff, and it mainly has to do with her power, which basically lets you heal people and also even bring them back from downstate, so you can bring them back up. Really cool concept as a support type of character, but the problem is that her power has a really long cooldown, so you'll be looking at about a minute. And the only thing that really brings it down is if you're able to shoot the target, any target, it doesn't matter what it is. If you shoot a target, you're bringing down the cooldown while you're doing that. But looking at the problem of this is that in most situations, and this game in general, is very fast paced. So you can heal one person, but by the time you go and you start shooting some other stuff and you start doing all that, you actually lost a lot of time. And then at the same time, you're not being able to like support your whole entire team like that, because you can only heal one person and then you shoot the shit out of something or you do something else, whatever, and after all that crap you only probably got the cooldown down to like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, you know, so you still have to wait a full 20 seconds until you're able to heal somebody else. So God forbid somebody else get into trouble while you're trying to heal that one person, you know. So that's the bigger problem I see with Iune. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you think otherwise, or what you think that would be better for Iune. But personally, I think her cooldown needs to be lowered dramatically, at least by half. But anyway, we're gonna be taking a look at how she plays and how she works. I'm using the base weapon, the last wish, which can actually be a pretty nice weapon if you like actually forge it and you put like the crit chance on it, which you can put some serious damage on this thing if you do crit multiplier and then the crit probability. You can do some serious stuff. But right now I'm just using base, so the base weapon is kind of crappy. The actual cards that I really like right now is Mercy. Mercy's amazing because this actually makes it so that you don't have to worry about the weapon, like, you know, charging up or whatever. Like, it would just be max charge all the time, so you can just go ahead and go nuts on it, which also like synergizes really well with the power. That's the only thing that really helps the power is Mercy. I'm also using Abnegation for basically getting up from downstate as fast as possible. She really benefits from being maxed olive, so that's something that you'll notice too. But let's get into a mission, and then we can see a little bit more of what she's like. Okay, so we just made it into a mission. The first thing about Iune that's just really important to know is that she's not only just a healer. She can actually, what you can do is you can grab an enemy and actually convert them to be your pet. So that's a really cool concept behind her. But you can only convert like regular enemies, like this one that's coming up on me now. I'll let him come over here and then we can go ahead and like grab him, make him our pet. It's really cool because you can basically use your pet as like a distraction. You can also heal your pet so that you can also keep them alive, and then get that Mercy card flowing so that you can be able to go nuts on a target. So basically I'll go and I'll turn him into my pet. You see that? So now that he's my pet, we could kind of follow him around. It's nice to actually hang around the pet because it basically serves as a nice free distraction, so you can go ahead and, you know, melee other targets and do whatever else. Her actual weapon and the way it works is that you see the counter right there in the middle, or on the side there. It when you start shooting, it starts building up a lot of pressure, and then it starts shooting slower and slower and slower. So basically it just makes it useless in a sense. So the more you just kind of chill, it's almost like Constantine's weapon where you gotta kind of like prime it or whatever, but the more prime you have to it, the better. And she does some amazing damage with headshots, as you can see. Like, she's pretty much a headshot queen right here. If you shoot a target with just regular, you know, like you shoot them in the chest or the body shots or whatever, it's really weak. And something that really sucks about this base weapon is that you can land up killing olive targets really easily, and because, you know, you do headshots and it does so much more damage. Like, when you do a body shot, you'll be there all day trying to shoot the shit out of this target. Like, I'll be here all day doing this. See, if you shoot him in the body, it sucks. You can't catch him by surprise. It's not like Hurric, where you can like headshot somebody, poof, instant dead, you know? Like, you don't have to worry about that shit. In this character, it's more about the quick burst, you see, so that you get the pressure down and then you go ahead and you hit him in the head, boom. You see? You can do some quick stuff. Now that I got this pet rolling, so what I was gonna do is basically Heal the pet. That gets the mercy going. And see, now I have unlimited pressure. At least for like 6 seconds. See, it just builds up extremely slow. And then eventually it just gives up. But you see the counter that I have 30 seconds left on my recharge, on my ability. It feels like an eternity. And that's the biggest problem with it. It might not be 60 seconds. I think I said 60 seconds in the beginning of the video, but obviously it's not. It's more like 45 or something, but it still feels like a long ass time, because when you really need to heal somebody, you're not going to be able to do it. And that's the biggest problem with this character, is that it feels like it wants to be a support character, but it's not really, because the cooldown on the ability is just too ridiculous. Look, watch, let me heal this guy. And let me try to support my dude. Alright, you see, I'm like, the cooldown, you know, it's trying to go down right now. But I wonder what health he's at. Okay, he lost like a quarter. So basically, I'm gonna try real hard to like keep this guy alive. At least he doesn't get zapped by the actual boss. That works. But you see, like, it already feels like it's too much effort, and I had to wait all that time to be able to get that heal back. What if somebody else was in trouble? You know what I mean? Like, this is not a real healer, in my opinion, because of how long that cooldown is. That cooldown is way too long for this game, because this game is extremely fast-paced. You know it, you see it all the time. So I really think that she deserves a buff. She really needs it. Especially since I really like to play healer classes a lot in a lot of MMOs and whatever other games I play that always has like a healer type character. I always like playing that because it feels good. You know, being able to support your team and being able to heal everybody. Oh, damn, my dude died. You see, I wasn't taking care of my dude. He ended up dying. But it just, like, I always forget that I'm a healer because of how long the cooldown is on that ability. That ability is just too ridiculous. And that's the main thing that just ruins this character for me. And this base weapon sucks ass. You know, the base weapon just sucks major ass. Like, you really need to put a forge on it. Otherwise, it's just complete garbage. Like, it doesn't feel good at all to use this weapon. That's why I really like using the Vortex. I got the Vortex, and that weapon has been amazing because you don't have to worry about this pressure building stuff. You just go nuts. Like, you can just shoot them as much as you want. The pressure and the way that works on that weapon is a little different because it's all based on, like, the more pressure you have, you can basically use the secondary ability, which is to, like, portal, like, open up a portal and, like, sap them, you know, into a spot or whatever. But that's just really cool. Let's see. Let me back up here a second. Turn them into my pet. Go, my pet. Now let me try to do this objective here. Basically, I'm just using the pet as like a little distraction. That's pretty much it. Every once in a while, I like to try to heal it, but that's the biggest downside to it. Is if you wanted to heal your pet, you're actually gimping over the rest of your team because, you know, God forbid you actually need to heal a teammate, you know? So you see, I just used my heal so I could basically get a free unlimited shooting out of this pressure. You see, I managed to get it down to 10 seconds after all that. So now I have to wait. See, and that's the problem, is waiting. You know, like, I don't want to wait to heal people. I want to be supportive, and you can't be supportive. And the funny thing is that Schneider just got a new card. Schneider has that one card that every time you kill somebody, you heal them or whatever, like you heal your teammates around you. That card is a hell of a lot more powerful than Iune is. And Iune is supposed to be a real healer, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Another thing is Iana. I like to play her with the versatile weapon, because the versatile is an amazing heal. Amazing. Like, I have so much fun being a healer with Iune. I mean, not Iune, Iana. I'm like confusing them now. Iana is like an amazing healer all because of the versatile, which is kind of weird. Kind of weird if you think about it, because this is supposed to be the primary, like, healer of the game, and it really isn't. It really isn't. Not at all. Oh my god, you're gonna get me killed. Okay, I'm healing you. Healing you. Oh no, don't die. I was trying to support my dude. I think I could probably kill him. No. Nah, it's just the pressure of this weapon just makes it so hard to use. Let me see if I can get up there without getting murdered. This, there we go. One down. Yeah. Get the neck. There. Alright, we're good. Damn, I don't have somebody to heal or anything. Would be nice, so then I can be able to get the pressure down on this weapon. I gotta let the pressure go down. Okay. Those quick headshots. Alright, I think we're pretty much done right here. There. Alright, that wasn't bad. But still, I mean, this is just a quick little solo mission. The solo missions are so easy. Like, it's just such a pushover type thing to do. Especially since I have it on just normal or whatever. I don't know how to adjust the difficulty. I have to figure out how to do that. But anyway, that's Iune. Iune is pretty decent when you have the actual vortex. But the problem is that power. That power really needs some love. Because it's just not... It doesn't make her feel like a real true healer. She just feels like a quick little backup or something. You know, like it's nothing really amazing. Oh yeah, get slapped. Get slapped, Herrick. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. And personally, Iune, I feel like she's just like moderately good. I personally would not buy Iune. If I had one choice in buying a character, I would not buy Iune. That would be like the last character I play, honestly. Personally, I think there's stronger characters than Iune. So yeah, look elsewhere. Anyway, later guys. Thanks for watching.